Here we are at Twin Oaks Airport in Whitewater, Wisconsin. I'm Chelsey Lewis, the Assistant Editor of Wisconsin Trails, and I'm getting ready to go up for my first hang gliding session ever.
Hey, my name is Rick Baumeister. My company is Wisconsin Hang Gliding LLC, and we are in Whitewater, Wisconsin, getting ready to do a tandem flight with Chelsey.
I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly excited. Rick assures me he knows what he's doing, so I guess we'll see. Hang gliding is one of those things that sounds a lot crazier than it actually is. As we took off into the setting sun, I was surprisingly not nervous at all. Rick normally begins his descent from around 2,500 feet, but since I was the last ride of the day and the weather couldn't have been much more perfect, he decided to stay on the tow plane a little longer. When we reached an altitude of just over 4,000 feet, he finally released us and we began gliding back to Earth. It was a lot less windy once we were on our own. But even then, the wind was really the only thing that gave me the clue we were moving. That and our daredevil tug pilot. Flying a small plane called a Dragonfly, Dustin, the pilot, flew perfectly into view of the GoPro cam we had attached to the glider before beginning, in what looked like a death spiral back down to Earth. He pulled the tiny plane back up just before striking the ground, giving our photographer Jerry, who was taking photos below, a minor heart attack. From that altitude, the view was fantastic. The sun was on the verge of setting and cast a purple, pink, orange glow over the fields and trees below. We could see a lake to our west, which I got a better view of as Rick took us into some turns and dips. He said we probably hit about 50 miles per hour, which was exhilarating, but still not scary at all, at least for me. Maybe I'm missing some kind of survival gene that normally sends off warning signals in those kinds of situations. As we got closer to the ground, Rick looped around for a quick and smooth landing on the grass field. A perfect landing for a perfect ride.
You had a good time?
Totally.
Would you do it again?
Oh, for sure. I'd absolutely do that again. It was a lot of fun. And you know what? It's not scary at all. You know, if you're someone who's like not a thrill seeker, it's not that type of activity. I mean, it felt like we were just literally floating on air, nice and easy. So I would recommend it for anyone. You know, good times.